Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's another Mythic Monday, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Legacies of Mythoss Otho. If Saturday morning cartoons fueled your imagination as a kid and powers your action figure collecting now as an adult, then you're in the right place. Thanks for stopping by, and welcome to Saturday Morning Toy Collector. And if you like my content, please consider subscribing. Articulated Empire is your newest online retailer for shopping for your favorite figures and toy lines like Mythic Legions, Savage Crucible, and Animal Warriors of the Kingdom, to name a few. They ship your orders quickly and securely. Visit articulatedempire.com today and build your empire. Alright, here we have the package here, and these Legacies of Mythoss are coming in this box that's basically the same size as like your Cosmic Legion box or a singular Figura Obscura box, or one of their like exclusive boxes, like for like ZoloCon or whatever. So we're going with the box here. You can see a little bit of what he has, but you know there's going to be a secondary tray in there with a whole bunch of stuff. We have some beautiful artwork here on the side, the army of Legacies. On this side we have some beautiful photography from Trevor, and then here on the back, I'm actually glad to see this because Jeremy is writing more and more, and my eyesight's getting worse and worse, so I really appreciate the larger bio. And then if you wanted to read that, you can pause it right there and give it a read. I would have been confused about what these are, but I got mine in hand. You know, right as we revealed, as we got these two last characters revealed, Scaphoid and Sir Valgard here, so we know what those are. You can see the cast of characters right here who put all this craziness together, and then this beautiful painting here by Nate. I would be remiss in not mentioning that because it looks gorgeous. So we have some more artwork there on that side. There we go, we already looked at that. So let's get this guy opened up and out of the package and check him out. So let's get into it. Let's start off with his shield, which this is a new style of shield. I have gone ahead and put the handle on it, and I don't believe, yeah, he does not come with the C-clip, but we've gotten a lot of those recently, so if you want to use one, you certainly can. I believe that Jeremy, when he was talking about this figure, called this a boss. I know that it is like an embossing or a raised relief. I didn't know that's what, if that's the title of it, if that's what it's called. I didn't know that that was what was called the center of the shield. This is removable if you just want to put a plain one on. If you're going to army build this guy and just make him like a regular, you know, knight, like, or one of like Otho's men, one of his regiment, you can swap that out. But man, I really dig this right here. And I don't think, other than that, I don't think you can swap anything else out. I don't think this pops out. And I really don't know why they're doing this new design here on the back. Maybe this is, you know, in hopes of something to come. I'm not sure. But there's the shield looking very beautiful. I love the paint used here. It's just so clean and so perfect. I don't know how the factory does it. It just, that little line is just absolutely perfect. So yeah, there's that. I do want to start off with this because I'm super excited about it. It's the brand new sword. I believe we saw this with Commander Igraine, and maybe a few others. But this is the first time we're getting one in hand. This is the new, like, super larger sword that we're getting. And of course, one of the greatest fighters in Mythos would definitely be receiving it. I love this style of sword. It's probably going to be my new favorite. It's just long and thick and looks really good. I love the beautiful blue and gold motif they have going here with the gold and silver on the scabbard, and then you can see that little pommel has like a little lion on it. And I don't know if that, yeah, you want to be careful with that. I don't know if that's removable. Yeah, I want to be very careful with that. But look at all the tiny little line work, the gold and the silver, like right there. It's ridiculous, like how clean and crisp that paint is. That's looking really cool. And then you'll notice no clips or anything. So this will just slide in some of the loops on the belt, I'm assuming. We're also going to get that standard sword that we've seen 100 times in that blue and gold scabbard, and then the blue and gold, the blue and silver detail. This is the newer style sword that we started seeing with Necronominus. It's very pointy, but you know, we have that sort of like cross on the pommel. Looks really cool. Again, if you're going to be army building these. And then we have this beautiful, beautiful axe, reminiscent of course, the axe that he came with, the axe that we've had for a long time. The top of this is removable, so expect to see this handle being used quite a lot in the future. But again, lots of silver and gold detail, the blue woven pattern on the two handle parts, denoting that these are where you grip, and then just that intricate sculpt work on the axe head, and then again, some more of that beautiful gold and silver painting. And it's just I keep saying the word beautiful, but it's exquisite. It's the detailing in the painting is just top notch. It's just gorgeous. He does come with two different styles of belts on him already applied in the package across his chest. This is your brand, the newer brown belt with the silver and gold details, and then he does come with a tinier belt on him as well. I think they sit on him like this in the package, if I'm not mistaken. So I did want to point those out. He does come with quite a bit of hands. He has two gesturing hands on him. In the package, we have two weapon gripping hands here on vertical hinges. And I'm assuming that these are the same color as the knight hands that came in the knight's hands pack. So if you have that, which I do, I just didn't drag it out for this review, and then two gripping hands with horizontal hinges. He does have two pauldrons, and these are like your knight pauldrons here. Very clean, very crisp, again with the paint work. Very simple, as a warrior knight of his caliber would be. Nothing ornate like Sir Gideon Heaven's brand or anything like that, but man, it just looks really nice. And then we're going to get into the heads. And so let's start off here with his unhelmeted head. And so here is the star of the show, the Otho head, looking very, very nice. Nice clean paint apps on the eyes, and he looks great. His dreadlocks are pulled back and tied with this leather wrap in the back. The cool thing is that this whole piece right here is removable, and so you have this empty slot right here. And so like what you want to do is, if you want to remove this and take this helmeted head, you can see that it has a slot in the back for this to go into, and now it looks like his helmet has been designed to allow his dreadlocks to poke out of the back. And then here you have the beautiful helmet. Now, we've seen a lot of people painting this faceplate gold. I may do that myself because I've seen some that just look beautiful, and I think I want to do that. But this is such an ornate faceplate. It just looks great. You have the teeth that, you know, when open, the mouth opens, it looks like the teeth are still there. It just looks, it's so reminiscent of a lion. Looks great. You can lift this up. There's a little ridge like right here. This little point stops it from going any further, but you can kind of squeeze it and get it to slide all the way back, because this top portion is removable, and then you can take the Otho faceplate out. So I'm assuming maybe in the future there are other faceplates that will fit. The ones we've seen so far have either had like an L shape, or we've had the little posts near the eyes. So this is, I believe, something new that we haven't seen yet. So I don't believe, unless you know, trim this down and trim this down, faceplates are not going to be swappable. But the reason for this is so that you can put it on this other style of helmet. Again, if you wanted to create either a young Otho, so, you know, without the dreadlocks poking out the back, you just pop that faceplate in, pop the top part of the helmet on, and then I have a little bit of a clearance issue with mine. This wants to kind of like push this off, but you can see that you can put a younger Otho head on there, and then yeah, like the top portion of this helmet likes to get caught on the visor. It's a little tricky. You kind of have to like close it down and then push this on. And then you can push it all the way down to where he has a little bit of a clearance so he can see out. And then you get this head as well. So again, if you wanted to army build and just have, like, you can actually use this without a faceplate. If you wanted to army build, you can just close it like that and just, you know, say that there's a nameless knight under there, one of his regiment. But that does look pretty cool. I'm digging it. And of course, here is Otho himself. I didn't put him up on the rotating base because I'm just so excited. Literally, I've been trying to do this review since Monday. I recorded the first portion of this on Monday, and now I'm recording the rest of it on Thursday because that's the kind of week it's been. I'm just really excited to mess around with this figure. Again, we've seen these soft goods, this style before. You have the top portion of the soft goods is separate. It's on a little elastic band. And then you have the lower part of the tunic coming through at the waist. But this blue and gold is just absolutely incredible. This very ornate, I don't know if this is still considered a gorget because I don't know how much neck protection it offers, but you can see that poking through. It looks very beautiful. I'm assuming this is the Valiant Knight torso underneath. Look at all of the beautiful gold work around the arms and the elbows, getting that nice bend right there. And Otho just looks so incredibly good. I love this belt on him, and I believe this is the first time we're seeing this chainmail lower armor piece in gold. It looks great. That's brilliant. I love this belt with the two little loops right there. The belt that's on him has the two loops right here. We have two little holes back there as well. Looking at the legs, you can see we have the new knight legs looking great, reminiscent of the ones we've seen in the armory builds. And then here's the gesturing hands that come with him in the package as well. I have yet to put this guy together, so I don't know like how he's going to look with the different looks or the pauldrons. I have not kitted this guy out. Like I said, it has been one crazy week here at Casa de Thomas at Saturday Morning Toy Collector headquarters. It's been a wild and busy week. So let's put those on. I do want to go ahead and get the man. I'm seeing in my head. I'm seeing some really nice Link customs coming from this guy, from this build. And let's go ahead and get the pauldrons on, and boy, they fit in very nicely. No fighting me there. Man, they pop in and they just snap right in, and then look at that. That is so nice and tight, looking good. Since we already have the smaller head already put together with the faceplate, let's go ahead and pop that on and see what it looks like. And if you wanted to build like just a nameless knight, there you go. That's how you would do it. Of course, you can tilt this up if you want the younger Otho, and I really love that look and that faceplate. That just looks so nice. This helmet just gives me such a headache. I don't think I will use it very much unless I happen to get another one of these guys for another night, which I might. I don't know. I'm still trying to work out my budget for Legion's Con, like most of us are, and you know, there's so many exclusives this year. There's so many things that I want to build, you know, with the Coliseum Armory experience. So I don't know what my budget's going to be. And Ox Crew is going to be there. My goodness. We've got so much to spend our money on. It's going to be a good year for the Four Horsemen accountants, I can tell you that. Why is this giving me such a hard time? Am I doing this wrong? I am doing it wrong. There we go. There we have it. And then let's put on this head. Of course, we're going to need the dreadlocks. And there you have it. And that's what he looks like with that helmet on and then closed. Yeah, man. Jeez, that's looking so tough. So tough. And then popping this off. Let's pop his head on. And then the hairpiece. And there you have it. There is us, you know, unhelmeted Otho. You guys let me know in the comments down below. How is this guy going on your shelf? Unhelmeted, lion helm, or basic helm? Let me know. I'd love to know how everybody else is displaying theirs, because I really don't know which way I'm going to go on my shelf. Again, guys, my apologies for taking so long to get this review out. It started as a Mythic Monday, but here we are as a Otho Thursday is basically what's happened here. It's just been a crazy week, but man, I love this figure. I love this figure so much. I created a custom Otho last year, which I've shown off on the channel, and that has been like my stand-in Otho for quite a while. But I knew that no matter what I did as a custom, it was not going to, you know, hold a candle to what the geniuses over at 4H were going to be able to bring. I love this Legacies line. I love that as of right now, we already have 4 characters in this line. I was hoping to do Otho on Monday, and then Wednesday I was going to do Urzak, but it's just hasn't been that kind of week. We're just gonna try for Urzak next Monday. This guy is beautiful. Like I said, I could see a lot of Link customs coming out of this, especially from Breath of the Wild when he wore like the blue tunic and like the silver armor. But this Otho is incredible. The idea of swapping the hairpiece around is a brilliant idea. I love the lion helm. I love that they build in the idea that this could be a legion builder, an army builder, and you can make multiples of this guy. I love the new axe, the new sword, the new shield. There's just, you know, while his body is a lot of reuse, there's a lot of new stuff here to make you very excited, and I absolutely love this figure. I hope you guys are digging it as much as I am. I love the Legacies line, and I'm just blown away and enamored by this release. Again, let me know how you choose to display yours in the comments below. Let me know how Otho is going to be the Lion of Mythoss on your shelf. So thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching, and your patience this week, as I've been super busy. I've also recorded a new episode with Scott for Across the Toyverse. That'll be coming next week. Episode 5 or 6 is up now, I believe, and then we just recorded 7, so that'll be up next week. Definitely want to check that out, and thanks to my good friend Jeff to making sure that it gets published across all the platforms. So hopefully next week you'll be able to find that podcast wherever you download your podcast. Be sure to check us out over at Instagram at Saturday Morning Toy Collector. I am your Saturday Morning Toy Collector, Mark, and I'll see you in the toy aisles.